Florida niggas. So I ain't like how Ryan Clarke was talking crazy about a nigga about AB. But boy, Ryan Clarke done told RGB, boy, hey, listen, and this is why I'm here today. RGB is why I'm here today. This access to black sex. Right. So, because here's the problem. Like I mentioned before, the problem with dating these other culture groups of girls and races of girls is you're going to run into political problems. And what most people don't understand until later on in a relationship is most relationships are founded off of politics, agendas, ideologies, religion. Because here's the thing about relationships. You want to be able to hold somebody accountable. That's the whole thing. Relationships are about holding people accountable. How can you hold someone accountable who don't believe in the same shit you believe in? If I grew up in a household where we're supposed to take a shower first before you touch that bedroom, and you done got off of work and you all musty and shit, working hard and shit, and you touch the bed, I'm gonna say, hey, nah, what you doing? Go take a fucking shower. Stink ass little girl, go take a fucking shower. What's wrong with you? I didn't grow up like that. How am I supposed to hold her accountable? Right. See what I'm saying? So relationships are founded around ideologies. This is why politics matter. This is why culture appropriation, this is why knowing the culture that you're about to date matters. Who their parents are matters. You're not supposed to date someone because they fine and you fine. They got money, you got money. Right. So what happens is after the transaction stops, so after the good sex stops, after the good looks, you get over how good looking they are. Now you're dealing with what do they believe in? Right. So the problem RGB and so many other athletes have who date outside the race and culture, who done gave these white T women access to black sex, is that you're an easy target now. You are discredited now to speak on the behalf of black issues. So if y'all not aware, Ryan Clarke talks about RGB's comment on Angel Reese. I'm saying her name right, Angel Reese. Yeah, Angel Reese, in her situation with Caitlin Clarke, and how's the case that Angel Reese called out and said how the league is racist. I think I ain't watched the full video. I just got little clips of it, of how she's calling the league racist and how everything is targeted towards her because she's black. And how she don't get the same calls and fouls and stuff like that when, Caitlin fouling the fuck out of her, man. You fouling me, Jit. Like, tie up for a nigga beat your ass, right? So she comes out and say she's not getting the calls and how she's treated is based on because she's black. RGB comes out and says, stop throwing that race card around. Well, I like to be factual. My bad, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to talk, but I don't be having time. What did RGB say about Angel Reese's comment about the league treating her the way it does because she's black? What was his opinion on that? What did he come out to say that had Ryan Clarke mad at him? My bad, y'all. Right, you know what I'm saying? So RGB comes out and he disclaims that comment. And then Ryan Clarke says, you can't talk, nigga. How are you talking? Okay, so he made the point, because I like to be correct. He made the point that there's some hate for Caitlin Clarke. Criticized RGB perspective, arguing that his personal experience might limit it. Okay, so RGB essentially took Caitlin Clarke's side and said that the hate for Caitlin Clarke is unnecessary. That's what happened. And Ryan Clarke came out and said, of course you're saying that. You go out with a white T girl. Duh, your girl is white. Your allegiance is with white folks. You can't speak out on this. So we can't use you as a credible source, as Ryan Clarke should say. You have to say that. Whenever you're arguing with somebody, whenever you're having a dispute with somebody, it's very important that you get, first of all, who are they? Why are they saying this? And where do they come from? Like, what would be the point of them saying this? See what I'm saying? Before you start giving your standpoints and arguing with somebody, figure out who they are and why would they be saying this and what agenda do they have. And as you will see, RGB's agenda is to protect white women. He has to. His allegiance with a white girl. He has children with a white woman. He has children with a white girl. He's married to a white girl. How could he speak out on these things? He can't. Or else he ain't getting no coochie for the night. You took Angel Reese's side? Oh no, I can't give you any coochie. I cannot RGG3 motherfucking D232 Star Wars ass nigga. You can't get no coochie tonight. Absolutely not. You took Angel Reese's side. Kaylin Clarke is being being ridiculed and criticized for no reason, and you're gonna take Angel Reese's side? How would you feel if that was me, RG3? How would you feel, Robert? She don't call him RG. Robert Griffin III. How would you feel if it was me out there on that basketball court? Would you say the same thing? Look at our children. Yeah, when you marry white and when you have when your girlfriend is white, you can't speak out on certain things because understand that although they may like you, they have family lineage that comes from being racist. And although they may not show these signs of being racist, they can't help it. Yeah, their parents they may not be it, but they were brought up in the culture of it. They were surrounded by it. If it wasn't their parents, it's their friends. If it wasn't their friends, it's their friends' parents. Somewhere down the line, they're absorbing it, and they had to defend their own. You see what I'm saying? And they were never taught. His wife may never have been taught to hate black folks. But the contrary to that, she was never taught to love black folks neither. See what I'm saying? You have to be taught how to love. You can't just go out there and say, I'm finna just love me some niggas. I don't know. Just treat everybody fair. Because black American, especially black American folks, are a very special group in America. We have been misrepresented. We have not been given what we was owed. See what I'm saying? So, there's trauma behind that. There's PTSD, there's DNA coding in the way that we act. So just going around saying you just finna love some niggas cause you just feel like it. Come on now, in order for someone to love you, they have to already have seen something like you before. The same color. You gotta have a brother, you gotta have a father, you gotta know how it is for a black man to go out there in that society in order to love me properly. Yeah, you fiending over this Oscar Myers between my legs. Yeah, I know I'm slanging good D. We know that. Duh, it's on the market. You know what I'm saying? I got it on the market. But at the end of the day, after that, I still have internal issues. I still have trauma, PTSD of just being a black man in society that oversees my bravado, my macho-ness. You see what I'm saying? The fact that I got to conform to white supremacy in certain areas in life. See what I'm saying? That messes with you mentally. We still ain't get our full lip back yet. You know what I'm saying? We had to go ahead and say we got to deal with people who keep telling us to put all that stuff behind us. It don't matter no more. Just forget about the past. Forget about all that stuff. While we still deal with today's systematic oppression and different forms of racism that's rooted in society, in the system. And it may not be up front in front of you, but it's here. See what I'm saying? How you gonna love me through that? Yeah, everybody loves a nigga till a nigga has some nigga problems. Right. So you got some nigga issues. That's how you know who loves you for real as a nigga. But when it's cool to be with you because you're a ball player, you're a hip hop artist or you're a rap artist, and you're kind of sort of above or seem to be above, because a lot of them niggas just don't know. Hey, they still got you by your nuts, nigga, but you just a different kind of slave to them. Yeah. When you appear to be above that systematic oppression, they all love you. But what happens when reality hits you, nigga? See what I'm saying? This is a reality check. RG3, Robert Griffin III. Yeah, Ryan Clarke done brung you back to reality. Hold on, nigga. You lose your black voucher card. You can't vouch for niggas. You can't speak on nigga issues, nigga. Anything involving a nigga you can't speak on. Especially if it's a female. You lost your privilege of that. Sorry. Right. The minute you chose to pass down your inheritance to this family that possibly has slaves and possibly don't reconcile with being black. See what I'm saying? You lose, you lose your line. We still love you, you know what I'm saying? You just, you know what I'm saying? You still my dog, nigga. I love watching you in college, homie. But you lose all rights. Right, nigga. Come on now. See what I'm saying? So that's the consequences of dating white T girls, and the fact that you know that's coming. RG3, Robert, you knew that was coming, Robert. Come on now. The nerve, the audacity you must have had is to come out and choose Caitlin Clarke. Come on, huh? That tells me that white T girl had you by a gun, had a gun to your head, telling you better get on your Twitter space and tell these motherfuckers about Caitlin Clarke and how we cherish her in this household. Right. And we have little white T girls looking up to her, and this discrediting, this criticizing they're doing on her would not be stand for. Yeah, that's what your wife got you out here saying. So we can't take what you say, bro. Sorry. I like your standpoint on on uh Shador Sanders though. I like what you said about that. You know what I'm saying? Because you could reconcile with being a black man here and there, but your conflict of interest is always going to be the problem. See what I'm saying? Because politically, she doesn't align with you. She can't, because somewhere down the line, politics is going to keep going. It's going to keep going, and there's going to be a point we're going to reach another racial issue, sometimes bigger, sometimes smaller, and you're not going to like her standpoint, and you're going to realize that there is no reversing her standpoint, and there's no getting into it. And if she agrees with you, it's only to keep the peace, and she will never fully understand what it means to be a black man, and she will never know how to love you for real. Right. See what I'm saying? So, fam, we have to be aware of this, y'all. I'm not a Dr. Umar ass nigga. I believe in cracking every culture and every race in the motherfucking on this planet. See what I'm saying? Spread that Oscar Miles, nigga, and go get STD checked. Make sure y'all do that. But I also represent the understanding of relations. You know, a lot of these relations are transactional, and as black men, we have to learn how to protect our assets. Although we want to slang this Oscar Myers, and I'm telling you, niggas, slang it. But you have to learn how to protect your assets, protect your culture. You got to culture and protect your emotions. We're not gonna sit here and act like black men ain't got no emotions. Because some of y'all are really out there just because she's not white tea, just because and you think she's Caribbean, that she can relate. Even the Caribbeans, even the Africans, you might actually love this girl for real. Just to come out that she was only with you because she wanted proximity to our culture. She wanted a way in. She wanted to escape her parents. Her parents wouldn't allow the culture in their households. You know, down here in Florida, a lot of these Haitians are prejudiced. Contrary to what y'all see on social media, like the Kodak Blacks and all these other niggas who got gold teeth in their mouth shining like they done started it. Nah, their parents don't like that shit, nigga. Yeah, their parents don't like them acting like that. That's not of the culture for them. You know, their parents actually tell them to stay away from that. Stay away from us. So when y'all date these other cultures, you got to take that into consideration that they don't like you, nigga. They just want access to our culture because it's very dominant, it's very it's very potent. See what I'm saying? Everybody wants in, dog. It's the thing to be. So when you're dating, you know, YT girls, they might want you for your fame because they might have the wealth, but they don't have the notoriety. We don't see too many cool white folks like that. Now, there's a couple cool crackers out there. I fought with Leonardo DiCaprio. I think he a cool ass cracker. I fought with Tom Cruise. What's another cool ass? The cracker who played in The Matrix. You know, Keanu Reeves, whatever you want to call him. Who else? There's a couple of them, but they don't have that same world-class status as we do. See what I'm saying? So we have to safeguard our culture. Same thing with Caribbeans. Caribbeans come over here. It ain't necessarily cool to be Haitian. It ain't cool. It's cool to be Jamaican to a certain degree. I'll give Jamaicans that. Jamaicans, y'all had that. See what I'm saying? You know, Jamaicans, they're the one of the few cultures that come to America and they can hold their own with their culture, and people actually try to be like them or assimilate to them. So I'm saying, but they be cross playing as Black American too, but they hold their own. But everybody else, their culture coming over here is not necessarily the thing to be. So they got to figure out a way to get in, and their parents won't let them practice in their house. Right? They can't practice having gold teeth. I could walk in with gold teeth in my house. Yeah, I had gold teeth since I was 14, nigga. You know why? Because everybody around me had it. See what I'm saying? Now my grandmother, other on my Caribbean side, because I am half Jamaican. On my Caribbean side, I'm half Jamaican, half FBA. On my mother's side, they don't want to see that shit. I had to take them out. So I know what it is. I know these Caribbeans, they don't like Black American culture like that. They ain't like my daddy like that. My daddy had no gold teeth in his mouth. He was a proper adequate, he was a proper Black American. He just had a lot of style. Nigga had a lot of swag, nigga. Hold on, my bad. Nigga stayed with a clean cut. He was a barber. I say that's why I'm tripping now. That's why I had to grow dreads and shit. My father done passed on me, so now he don't get to cut my hair no more. You know what I'm saying? My nigga was clean cut, stayed fresh, stayed with a tape, waves. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, double earrings, tall, 6'2". Yeah, nigga, man, they hated my daddy, nigga. My Jamaican side hated that nigga. See what I'm saying? Because he had that Black American presence, that aura that they can't necessarily get down. See what I'm saying? So we got to understand that these other groups of cultures, they want in. And the females are willing to trade sex for it. Right. So I'm not here to tell y'all to stop. I'm here y'all to recognize game when you see game. And learn how to protect yourself. Because you're going to fuck around and love that girl for real. You're going to fuck around and love that boy for real. What's going to happen is they're going to let you down. And we're in no position to lose in America. We can't take no more losses as Black Americans. None. No, sir. We can't take none. And we damn sure can't take none when dealing with these other groups of people, these other groups of cultures. We're already last in the wealth gap. We're already last represented, lied to politically. See what I'm saying? Hard to tell who has our best interest. We can't take no more L's. So we have to start safeguarding our culture and who we give access to sex to. See what I'm saying? You could give them the sex, but don't give them what comes after that. See what I'm saying? Or at least make sure you benefit in some way. Real quick before we end it. I know I'm talking a lot. So I came up with an insurance plan. Yeah. If you want to date a nigga and you already not a nigga, by a nigga I mean Black American, within the Black American culture, 5 generations are done or past. You have you don't got family that's tied to slavery in America. If you want to date a nigga, you need to sign an insurance policy. Right. I need you to give me $1,000 deposit fee in order to date me. And if you want to leave me, you want to break up with me, you owe me $2,000. This is the only way that we can guarantee that as Black Americans, we don't take any more losses dealing with these other groups of people. I'm dead ass serious. Insurance policy, nigga. Pay me, because everybody benefits off of us. Everybody cross plays as us. They act like us. They take our resources. See what I'm saying? White people at one point, rap wasn't cool to white people. They thought it was, beneath them. Now they figured out how to profit off of it. Now they're in control. The Jews are in control of major labels and stuff like that. Come on now, y'all got to peep game when you see game. Right. We have to charge for everything, nigga. Fuck that. We can't afford no more losses. Anyways, like I said, y'all check my Patreon down below. Go ahead and hit that link. And then go ahead and hit that link for Alkaline Water. This is a Black-owned business. My boys from out North Carolina. Let's get that health up. Let's start putting nutrients in our body to make sure that we're living a healthy life. See what I'm saying? Life ain't that fun when your ass on that deathbed, or we on that hospital bed trying to grasp for air with failure of kidney stones and stuff like that, or diabetes. So we can't look for the supermarkets and main industry corporations to feed us what we need. So we have to go through these external sources, these external groups and corporations, these independent corporations, to look out for the people, because they're more for the people than major corporations. So let's go ahead and get that Alkaline Water. Let's go ahead and support a Black business out of North Carolina. Y'all fuck with me though. I'm out. Come on, nose, man.